Transplanting a human head or brain to a new body, for instance, seems entirely out of the realm of reality. However, exactly that process made headlines when an Italian neurosurgeon by the name of Sergio Canavero announced that he was preparing to perform the first head transplant of a living human. Naturally, such a procedure would require a willing volunteer, but with a procedure of this kind, who would want to be the first ever to go under the knife, with only theories about what might happen to them? The answer was a Russian man named Valery Spiridonov. Spiridonov, 30 years old at the time he was interviewed by media about his participation in the procedure, had chosen to volunteer because of a rare and incurable disease from which he was suffering. Werdnig-Hoffmann disorder is a disease of spinal muscular atrophy, which causes the muscles and nerves around the spine to waste. Knowing this, it's easy to sympathize with his willingness to be something of a test subject for this highly experimental procedure. The surgery, as it was planned, involved taking Spiridonov's head and transplanting it on a brain-dead but otherwise healthy donor body. The brain would be separated from the spinal cord with a special, incredibly sharp scalpel that would have the ability to cleanly cut the fiber bundles while minimizing tearing and other damage due to trauma. The brain would be cooled to 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit to minimize the risk of cell death due to loss of oxygen, and when ready, would be transplanted onto the donor body. The incision at the spinal cord would be surrounded with a special biological glue that would encourage cell growth and enable the connection of the spinal cord. The surgery itself was expected to take 36 hours, 150 trained doctors, and a total cost of $11 million. This last part, the biological glue joining the nerves and fibers of the spinal cord, would be absolutely essential to the success of the surgery. In the past, animal heads have been successfully transplanted onto new bodies, but without the connection of the nerve pathway, the brains would only be kept alive by the flow of blood and oxygen, but would be in a state of total paralysis. Spiridonov went on record saying that he understood the risks and was willing to put himself through it.